welcome back to Panzer Paladin. We have more fancy animated cutscenes.
Oh.
Apparently on their Twitter, they actually did animate these and then put they kind of, quote unquote, like kind of rotoscoped the digital over, the spray work over the animation.
Oh, so they drew it with paper.
They did it with like a pencil sketch, likely.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and then just
overlaid it.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's a standard technique for this kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, folks do it all the time.
So, what the boss that we just beat was that redheaded chick there?
Yeah.
Yes, she is the woman we as an android are based off of.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
It's very odd, yes.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It is strange. I agree.
Is that the putrid paladin?
No, that's Ravenous.
That's the final
I think
boss.
is his name.
Yeah, Ravenous.
Yeah, he's just a dick.
Does the dude with the eye patch is a dick?
No, not the dude with the eye patch. Yeah, basically they're going into why the weapons are evil because they
just are.
Also, so the longer she stays inside the paladin, she is at risk, basically?
Well, the longer you use it's
more,
not the paladin, it's the weapons you find.
The weapons the paladin uses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which you would think shouldn't matter since she's an android, but hey, whatever.
Well, the other one was an android too, though.
Well, is it tech-based or is it magic-based? If it's magic-based, I don't think I give a fuck if you're a human or android.
Girl Superman rules.
Yes. Lewis thought that was really funny.
It's just that I know that Superman has a troubled history with cyborgs and androids.
You okay? You sound like you just went through like 7 bingers.
Do you remember when Superman died and there was a cyborg Superman? And it turned out he was a bad
he's still
guy.
around.
And, well, he's not a cyborg Superman anymore. He's just a cyborg guy. But it's like, everything involving that character is so convoluted and so nonsensical.
Comic books.
Yes.
That character was the impetus for Superman Red and Blue re-emerging into human Superman again.
I preferred Superman Yellow, personally. Like, it just had better sprites.
Yeah. Superman Yellow Special Pikachu Edition. Wait.
Yeah, the red and blue Superman sprites for Batman were really weird.
Yeah. Everyone remember Superman Red and Green?
Oh, man.
Nobody ever talks
Superman
about
Red and
that.
Green are just... Oh, man.
Lois is known as Green in Japan.
Oh, God. Superman Red and Blue is
It's not
so...
Johnny Olsen, it's Ethan
Sorry,
Olsen.
Lex Luthor is known as Green in Japan.
Superman Red and Blue were so dumb.
Yes.
It's like, hey, let's replace Superman, who's already kind of a one-note character as it is, with 2 different flanderized versions of himself.
I think it was just their way, like, because Batman had Nightfall. Because that was their way of adding that 90s edge to Batman around that time. And Superman's answer to that was like, well, cool, let's kill the fucker. Then bring in like 4 different versions that are.
I mean,
well, I'm not even.
I mean, if you want to be technical, that goes back to even the Silver Age, where different kinds of kryptonite did different things to him.
I'm not even gonna. The death of Superman and the temporary arc where there were 4 people trying to take his place and one of them turned out to be a bad guy. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was
well enough, but
it was Cyborg, Superman, Steel, Connor, and I forget who the 4th
Superman
one was.
Red and Superman Blue though was spun out of the Electric Superman days.
Wasn't it a Superboy? Superboy Prime or Superboy?
No, Superboy is Connor.
Superboy.
Oh, okay, Connor.
Superboy
Okay.
Prime. What was that?
Superman Prime is a human boy who gets more or less isekai in the DC and gets Superboy powers and stuff. And then I forget which event it was, but he went crazy in one event because it's not like the heroes he knows and likes. And then he punched a hole in reality. And then Superboy Prime and more recently Superboy Prime appeared in the Shazam book, actually.
Huh.
Was he a bad guy there, too?
Yes.
Cool.
He's a leftover from the whole bringing back shit from the old continuity stuff.
Right.
Oh, yes, because DC can't keep one continuity for 5 minutes.
Yes, but he was like trapped in like one of the magic lands and got free thanks to Mr. Mind. So the whole reconciliation between Billy and Black Adam was them joining forces to stop Superboy Prime.
Great.
I thought that Black Adam was just a dick.
Yeah.
So why are they reconciliationing?
Oh, but heroes and villains teaming up to stop a greater evil.
Yeah,
is
but
nothing
reconciliation implies that, oh, we're cool with Black Adam now.
Well, Black Adam is weird in that he's bad by our standards, but he was a hero in his time. So a lot of the ambiguity from him stems from he wants to do the right thing. The problem is his definition of right thing is much more barbaric because he came from like 5,000 years ago.
I don't read Black Adam. I don't know much about him, but every time I see him, whenever he references his city was a Kondak.
Kondak, yes.
Like he really seems to really care about his people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like his standards compared to our way of living. Just, yeah, like you said, barbaric.
Yeah, so that, and they made a not so subtle. I mean, the book ended, so they made a not so subtle. Black Adam's going to be a good guy. Enjoy the Shazam family. Guess who's playing our character of Black Adam? We want to keep around for more than one movie.
Is it Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
I think he'll. I
Yes.
think he'll do. I think he's a perfect fit physically.
Yeah.
And I think he's a good enough actor. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, it's also interesting because they already said that it's going to have the Justice Society in it.
Yeah.
They already cast Hawkman in Atom Smasher.
Hopefully movie theaters still exist when the pandemic's over and we can go to them.
What do you
They're
guys
already
think
reopening,
about?
actually.
They shouldn't be.
Well, no, because are you sure? Because I just read that Regal
AMC
Entertainment is.
A lot of
Regal and AMC are shutting down
yeah,
again.
It
Yeah.
was, oh god, what's his name? The Nolan movie opening, like, it ended
Tenet.
up doing terribly, and a lot of theaters now are actually shutting down because they spent a lot of money in order to, like, have, like, the theaters open for all that stuff, and they didn't make their money back, and so they're actually in a worse spot now
Than they were
than
before.
what they were
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
It was like that's what happens when you open with no vaccine.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
Who said that?
Are you
Couldn't
saying
be
that we didn't have a good plan for all of this the entire time?
I got a kitty.
That's a cat on a stick.
It is a cat
No,
on
the-
the
the-
stick.
What?
No,
No, wait, it's not. It's not. It's
the
not a
hand-
cat
the
on a
handle
stick.
of its
No,
tail.
It's just a tail. He handles the tail. Okay. Oh, that poor cat's got a stick up his ass.
What?
Or do we mean
Do you-
literally or?
Well, at first I thought literally because how else are you holding the cap? And then I realized, then Ryan pointed out it's the tail that you're holding.
What?
It's a cat.
Again, user-generated weapons and all that.
What?
User generated weapons.
What?
User generated
user-generated
weapons. What are you, deaf?
That whole plan.
Do you guys buy that whole live action Spider-Verse they might be
I
making?
think that's...
Oh, with the.
With Tobey Maguire and
with Tom Holland,
This is
Andrew
the
Garfield.
first
and Tobey
time
Maguire.
you've used the backdash in the entire playthrough, isn't it?
No,
he did it a couple of times.
He did it a couple of times.
I'm not sure how much I buy that, if only because the other two actors seem less inclined to come back compared to that, and it seems almost a bit wish fulfillment after the whole Keaton's coming back as Batman in the Flash movie thing.
I think because Spider-Verse was so well received.
Yeah, but they're already making Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah, I know, but there is merit in doing. I see the merit in doing a live action because I would like to see. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see Tobey Maguire come back at least one more time.
Yeah, but at the same time, basically, Peter in Spider-Verse was basically Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. In an animation setting, though.
There was
And
talks
as
to
much
have
as we,
him.
as much as we hate to like acknowledge the fact that there are folks that didn't see Spider-Verse because it was a cartoon.
Yes,
You know,
Which
because
is
it wasn't live
which
action.
is awful because it's like one
Yeah.
of, if not the best. Like,
It is the best Spider-Man film ever made.
It is one of the best superhero films ever made.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm going to say that I don't think anyone has any particular obligation to make movies for people who don't like cartoons. Like, if your movie is a
Yeah.
cartoon and a lot of people didn't see it because it was a cartoon, then fuck them. They chose not to watch the movie. You don't need to make a...
I mean, it's easy to say it, but they got to make money.
Yeah,
back.
but they don't need to make a version of that specific movie just for the people who didn't like cartoons either.
There is also, I think, the thing is that there's such a huge fan base for the Raimi movies, and Spider-Man 2 in particular is still considered one of the best superhero movies.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird things where I understand wanting to get Toby back, and I guess by extension they're going to have to get Garfield back. But it's like, I don't know many people who cared all that much about the Garfield movies.
I'm conflicted about Andrew Garfield because I think he's an excellent Spider-Man. He's a terrible Peter Parker. And the movies that he was in that just weren't good.
Well, so I feel like I'm nicer on his Peter Parker than you guys, and I'm less high on his Spider-Man. I feel like Spider-Man.
Really?
Much. Yeah, because his Spider-Man comes across as a dick.
I feel like
Spider-Man is a dick to his enemies, but you as the viewer are supposed to like him.
I feel like
I feel the problem with that is that that's why we say he's not a good Peter Parker, because the Spider-Man persona is Peter Parker compensating for his meekness.
Yeah, but I also, part of why I thought that I liked his Peter Parker is that it was a different take on the awkward nerd than we've seen before, and I thought that it worked.
The problem with the awkward nerd thing from Andrew Garfield is that he's still Hollywood hot.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's just the thing about every single.
Like Toby could pass as a nerd.
No, okay, Tobey Maguire, fair. Yes, he is not that conventionally attractive.
It's kind of like comparing PS4 Spider-Man to PS5 Spider-Man.
Oh my god. Why did they do that?
Yeah, that I don't understand at all.
But like Tom Holland, I would say is probably fairly attractive. I'm not I don't know if the people in the audience attracted to men want to.
Oh, let's not pretend that just because we're not attracted to men, we don't get what conventionally attractive looks like.
Oh, no, I know. Listen, I can tell when there's a hot dude. Definitely I understand that, but I couldn't tell you.
You couldn't tell you
if a guy normal looking to me was attractive or not attractive. Yeah. Oh, I love this boss. This boss is great. Oh, hi, Clement.
Man, this new hoary Animal Crossing is all the rage.
What in the...
Yeah.
Pazuzu.
Yeah, he's a statue. So you actually can juggle him the entire way, potentially, and drain his health to 0. But obviously that's very, very hard and doesn't happen.
Pazuzu? From Shin Megami Tensei?
Yeah.
Pazuzu from The Exorcist? Oh, the very same.
From the Fire Emblem.
also, I like the Vector Man graphics here.
Yeah, the Vector Man graphics here are sweet.
I wouldn't call
I don't know, the bunch of connected spheres thing always just did it for me for whatever reason.
I wouldn't call this Vector Man graphics. It's still too 8-bit looking for that. It's a similar...
Well, you get what we mean.
It's a similar...
I would say the bits are irrelevant. It's how it's styled.
Well, yeah, it's a similar idea, but... The thing about Vector Man graphics is that they were also made of actually smooth spheres, as opposed to these lumpy masses of pixels.
Cheese balls.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Fuck.
I have so many weapons, I can just use whatever I want.
Yeah. At this point in the game, I'm chucking them without thought or breaking them just for their magic without even using them. Because again, he's got probably several dozen at this point.
Yeah, that's one of those things I need to do better on my next playthrough of this game. Considering I was recording, I wanted to play more conservatively.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's a hard habit to get out of for a lot of games where, like in RPGs, a lot of games incentivize you to hold on to that shit. And so you have to actively think about not doing that.
It's hard to break the habit of being conservative with resources in games. Some games like RFL, the game that I'm playing right now, just straight up tell you in a text box, you heal all your HP and MP after battles in this game, so use your shit. Okay? They don't say...
But I have 99 elixirs, what if I need them later?
Well, they don't say it in that exact word. But in those exact words, but they do tell you in a text box that because you heal after every battle, you should use your skills rather than conserving MP.
Yeah, your life total becomes a resource in the way that if you can keep on going at 1 HP if you think you're going to win that fight, because that means that you can, if you win, you don't have to waste the healing item you have. You have to think of your things that you don't normally consider resources as resources, is what they're saying.
We'll see you on the next part of Panzer Paladin.